going, wait a minute, he's a white, cisgendered, able-bodied male. Can't listen to anything he says.
You know, I don't feel guilty for anything that is not the result of my choice. I don't think that a person should be judged on anything that was not the product of his choice, certainly not a moral judgment. And I certainly don't think that my right to speak, to have ideas, and to argue is contingent upon being born in a so-called, victimized category. I think that is a complete corruption, and anybody who apologizes for it or tries to, prove that they're not racist or, like, what am I supposed to do? In order to speak, should I basically throw out my money, like have my skin dyed or chop off a limb? Like that is...
A certain amount of people would say yes to that.
Yeah, and that reveals how insane and bankrupt their view is. That is not an argument. It is not a real concern with helping the oppressed to try to dismiss the ideas of people because of their skin color or because of their sex. That is an attempt to silence debate because you cannot win a real debate. And they know they can't win a real debate. If you look at the postmodernists, the reason that they were figuring out, well, like, nobody agrees with us and they're so corrupted by capitalism that we can't actually persuade them. So basically we have to do whatever it takes, including using force and smears in order to overthrow the system, and then everybody will realize that we're right. They'll be the blinds will be pulled down, and their eyes will be open.
Yeah.
Like, and guess what? Like, I'm in a minority too, an intellectual minority, and my view is then, well, it's incumbent upon me to be more persuasive than people who are in the majority. It's not that I have the right to silence my opponents.
Yeah, and it's so fascinating how these people consistently do this, especially online, all this virtue signaling. There's plenty of people that share a lot of those views that I've invited on here after seeing them scream about something online, and then they don't want to actually debate their ideas. And I wouldn't even be a debate. I would sit them down just as I've sat you down and say, tell me what you think.
Yeah,
and I would treat them with literally the exact same respect.
If somebody's scared to come on your show, I think that's really,
I would let
really
them,
revealing.
Yeah, well, even just in this last couple of weeks, this whole Milo book thing that you probably saw, you got this book deal with Simon & Schuster, and I saw a couple big Hollywood celebrities trying to shame Simon & Schuster. I said, well, why don't you guys come on my show with Milo and we'll just talk it out. And, nothing.
But there's a very simple way to oppose these people, which is don't appease them. Not 1 inch. You don't apologize. You don't back down. You don't give in. You don't try to prove that, you fit what they regard as virtue.
Yeah.
And if you don't do that, they have nothing to say. They have nothing that is inspiring in their vision. It's a really sad and terrifying vision. And the important part is that you stand for something positive and know why you stand for it. And if you do that and don't back down, this is, like, they are not a problem. They'll scurry away like cockroaches.
Yeah.